Thank you for joining me for another sweater playthrough. This time I'm going to be playing Captain America. The goals that I have for this one, first I'm going to be using standard 2 this time instead of the normal standard 1. I'm going to be doing a Captain America leadership deck, and I'm going to be going up against the Red Skull.
Put down the blue Orby thing, Red Skull!
So I wanted to go over a couple of things before we got started. First, I'm going up against the Red Skull. The Red Skull has a side scheme deck that after the first part of the villain phase, where I would add 1 threat here, I have to draw a new side scheme. And for every side scheme he has, he gets +1 to attack me. For my Steve Rogers alter ego, I reduce the cost of my first ally played by 1. And then in his hero phase, I get to spend 1 resource, and I can ready Captain America. And then lastly, I have my number of schemes here, so we know how much to add to his attack.
Show me what you got.
All right, so to get started, I'm going to go ahead and put these 2 cards. Downtime, which will give me +2 recovery, and shield block would allow me to prevent all of the damage, and I will mulligan both of those cards. Hey, look, it's another shield block. So now I'm going to use Living Legend, and I'm going to use shield block to pay for Miranda Hill, which will allow me to draw another card. It was Quinn Carrier, and now I will flip Steve over. Then I'm going to play Fearless Determination, which will give me +1 to thwart. I'll go ahead and do that to get rid of Red House. And then I get to draw a card. And I'm going to use Quinn Carrier and the Tri-Skeleton to play the Super Soldier Serum. I'll use Super Soldier Serum to get out Captain America's shield. And then I will pay Black Knight to ready myself, and I will attack for another.
I drew first blood, so
when I started the game, I had left 1 scheme here that's not right. They're supposed to start off with 0, so I'm going to leave that there. But now I'll get my side scheme, which is the Sleeper Awakened.
No!
And it says that the scheme cannot leave play while a sleeper is in play. I have to put the sleeper into play, engage with the first player. While the sleeper is, or when he is defeated, I remove this card from the game. So he's there, and then he also gets a tough.
I'm a tough bitch.
There I go with a 1. All right, so now Red Skull is going to attack me for 1. I'm going to go ahead and just take it. So he deals 2 damage to me. So originally I was going to have the sleeper attack Miranda, but I think I'll have him attack me, and that way my retaliate will take off his tough. So I'm now at 6 health, and now I get my encounter card, which is, oh wait, okay. So when he comes out, when he's revealed, he's supposed to engage the first player. So that's that first time he attacked me and we took care of the toughness. The second time he'll attack Miranda. All right, and now I get my encounter card, which is Hydra Flame Soldier. It says, after the Flame Soldier makes an undefended attack against you, discard a support you control. So I want to get rid of him.
That is not good.
All right, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to use Super Soldier Serum and Steve's Apartment to play for the other Super Soldier Serum. I'm then going to use Super Soldier Serum, Team Training, and Agent 13 to play Heroic Strike. I'm going to use the Heroic Strike on the Sleeper, which gets rid of him. And this says when he is defeated, remove him from the game. All right, so that's out now. And then I will use Captain America to attack the Flame Soldier.
That's it? That's all you got?
I believe we're squared away. I did the 1 here, and then I added this. I got Prison Camp, which means as soon as I defeat it, I get to search my deck for an ally and put it into play. So Red Skull's going to attack me for 1 + 2, 3. So he hits me for 3. I probably should have defended that one. I am going to defend against, it says a support I control. I'm not sure what that means, so I'll defend. That's probably not the smartest play, but okay. And then I get my encounter card, which is going to be Overwhelming Force. So my first standard 2 card, it says discard the highest cost upgrade or support you control. If no card was discarded this way, this card gains Surge. So that would be one of my Super Soldier Serums.
Shucks.
So I've gotten a bunch of minions, so I'm going to exhaust Super Soldier Serum and pay Genius to play Hawkeye. He's probably my favorite. He's definitely my favorite Marvel character, but he's probably one of the best allies for something like this where they keep throwing minions at you. And then, I mean, I can't play this card. I don't really want to play this one, so I'll play these 2 to put Squirrel Girl out. Squirrel Girl will deal 1 damage to him, and I'll have her attack for 1 to get rid of this guy. And then, you know, I think I probably should have done this last time, but I'm going to flip over. Yeah, I'm going to flip over. Actually, let's retcon something. So let's say I readied him with the 1 card that would have cost that extra card here, since I would have been able to reduce it by 1. So I could readied Steve Rogers, and then let's have him take 2 off of this, and then we'll have Hawkeye thwart for 1. So I can get rid of this card. And then I am able to look through my deck and grab an ally and put it in play. We'll go with Ronan, because he's awesome. And I will thwart for 1 with Ronan.
It's like something.
All right, that was a mess. So instead, I read the card again. It said I could also take someone from my discard pile. So I went with Agent 13, who after she enters play, she can remove 2 threat from a scheme. So I had her remove 2 threat from the main scheme. Now she doesn't take any damage. So now I've got Squirrel Girl and Hawkeye, who both have 1 damage. And then Agent 13, who doesn't have any damage. I need to draw my hand. Now, I will draw this card here, which says, when defeated, a player who defeats this scheme discards a non-elite minion. All right, so now Red Skull is going to thwart for 2, 3, because I didn't add the 1 already, 4, 5. So I'm going to add 5 here to the main scheme. Good thing I did that with, what's her name? All right, and now I get my encounter card, which is a Hydra Soldier again.
Son of a nutcracker!
So right at the bat, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to heal Steve for 6. Then I'm going to use his Living Legend to pay for Stinger. I'm then going to use, well, I might as well, right? Band Together to play the Helicarrier. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to use energy to pay for Avengers Tower. I'll flip over, and then I will use Super Soldier Serum to pay for Inspired, which will allow me to give, let's add it to Agent 13. Oh yeah, Hawkeye would have attacked him for 2 damage because of his arrow counter. And then I can have Stinger and Hawkeye can both attack this guy for 1. So he's now gone. Then I can use Agent 13 to remove 1 threat. Oh crap, I was supposed to grab another card. Total Annihilation, the villain attacks you. That attack gains overkill. Oh. So Surge is power shoot. Baron Zemo, and then this goes over here. And he's going. Man, what a horrible timing for that. I guess Hawkeye still hits him too, right? I think that's all I can do.
We are so screwed.
That was an absolute mess. So I did read that Hit Squad, I'm supposed to reveal the top card. The top card was Formidable Foe, which had, actually, I think it's a permanent setup. That doesn't count. Total annihilation, so I take 1 damage. The permanent setup card, it says that the villain gains steady, which means that I need to give them 2 cards, stunned or confuses, in order for them to become stunned or confused. I haven't stunned or confused anybody, so I think we're okay there. And now we're gonna grab this card here. When defeated, each player searches their encounter deck. All right. So this is going to go up by 2, and now Red Skull is going to attack me. I'm going to have Stinger take it. So he's going to attack Stinger for 2, 3, 4. She's gone. And then Baron Zemo will attack, and I'll have Squirrel Girl take it. And now I get my encounter card, which is Dark Dealings. The villain schemes with +1 to scheme. So schemes for 2, 3, 4. This pops to New World Hydra, which says reveal the top card of the set aside scheme deck and put it into play. So I definitely have some things to clear up.
Well, now there's so much going on.
All right, so I'm going to use Super Soldier Serum and the Power of Leadership to pay for Mighty Avengers, which will give everybody +1 to thwart and attack, which will be great. Then I'm going to use Hawkeye, Helicarrier, and Avengers Tower to play Ronan. Man, it would have been great if I could have gotten this inspired on him. All right, so I will then have Agent 13 thwart for 4. Let's get rid of Censor the Past, which will allow me to go through my deck and find 3 cards in my discard pile and shuffle them into my deck. All right, so the 3 cards I chose, Fearless Determination, Miranda Hill, and the Super Soldier Serum. So I do want to point out, now that I've got those 3 in there, that while I do have Mighty Avengers, because Agent 13 is not an Avenger, this card doesn't take effect right now, which is unfortunate. But I'm going to use... Oh, that won't work. I will thwart this card, and then I will use Inspired to ready. I'll have Ronan and Captain America both attack for that, and get rid of Baron Zemo. And I gotta start doing some damage to Red Skull.
Not better.
All right, so a couple of things that I had missed. First off, the when I got rid of that last scheme, it said that I had to find a Hydra minion. So I have Hydra Soldier because when he came out, I had Hawkeye use his arrow counter and attack him. So I should be good there. Now I did get Mass Chaos, so I'm supposed to discard the top 5 cards of my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it says for each resource. Oh, that's interesting. Let's just read it. Each player discards the top 5 cards of their deck and places 1 threat here for each different resource type they discard this way. So I got Band Together, which I don't know. I guess we'll count it as 3, right? Because Band Together technically gives you a wild resource for each ally, and I do have allies out there, so we'll give it 3. I haven't put anything on here because I've just been getting rid of them all at once. But so I've gone ahead and I've added my 2 threat there. Now, Red Skull is going to attack, and I'm going to have him attack Agent 13, who I think is supposed to have 2 damage on her. for 4 damage. And now this soldier will attack. I'll take it. So that means I'm at 3 health now. But he loses another health because I retaliate. He draws his encounter card, which is Twisted Reality. So incite 1 attached to a side scheme. When attached side scheme is defeated, deal the first player an encounter card. All right, we'll put it there, and incite 1, we'll put an extra on the main scheme.
Ouch.
All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play Fearless Determination, and I will draw another card. I get U.S. Agent, which is nice. I'm going to go ahead and use Helicarrier, Avengers Tower, and Super Soldier Serum. Well, no. We won't pay with these two. We'll use Avengers Tower and Power of Leadership to play Super Soldiers, or the U.S. Agent. I'll use Super Soldier Serum to pay for Captain America's hat, or helmet, his hat. And then I will use Helicarrier to put Reinforced Suit on Ronan. I'll then use U.S. Agent to deal 1 damage to the, well, I guess 2, because I have this. I can have Ronan attack for, oh good lord, 3, 4, or he can do 3, remove 3 threat. Yeah, we'll have him remove 3 threat, and so now I get another encounter card, and then I will thwart for 3 to get rid of this card, and I will pay Shield Toss to ready Captain America. I will flip over, and then I will heal for another 3.
That wasn't very smart, was it?
All right, so we've gone ahead and I've added the, well, I need to take this. It says when defeated, player who defeated the side scheme discards a non-elite minion. Okay. And so Red Skull is going to scheme for 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. This might be game. And now I get my encounter card plus a bunch of other ones. So this guy gets tough. Each minion engaged with the hero attacks that hero. Each player who was not attacked this way searches the encounter deck for a Hydra minion and puts them into play. I mean, all right. I guess he attacks me for 2 then. And then I get this card which says give the red tough status card. He schemes. So that is game. That's because he's going to scheme for 2 and it pops already at 1.
Idiot.
So I lost. A couple of things I wanted to go over. First, my intention with this deck was to kind of run more of a ally heavy deck. So I probably wasn't very smart for me to try to run through them, have them take all my hits. But I just think that I took too long to get where I wanted to be. I felt like I eventually got there at the end, but by that time it was kind of too late. Also, I got hit with the 5 scheme, and that just completely derailed my entire plans. I don't think if I had cleared off the scheme before I flipped over, I think it would have been a much better position. Second, it came to my attention around the time that I started recording this video that the way that setup has changed. So I wanted to address it more at the end of the video. So it sounds like now you're supposed to do all your setup abilities before you get to before you draw your hand, you do mulligans and stuff like that. That's great, I guess, but the way I've kind of been with the military experience that I have, you've got to see these kinds of things in writing. So even though the source that told me this, I trust them, I've been kind of bred into, hey, trust but verify. So I don't want to go and change how I do those kinds of things until I see it in writing. And I think really what I would like to see is more of like a rewrite of the rules. I believe the last time they rewrote the rules was back in 2021, about October. So until that time, that's when I'll probably start to make those changes. And I think if they ever do that, where they rewrite the rules, I might even do a deep dive in the rules, so that way I can describe how my channel is going to change doing that. But I might try this scenario again, maybe make a little tweak here or there to the leadership deck. But ultimately, I had fun, especially doing the standard too. I know there were a couple of surprises, and I did some things maybe not perfectly, but I thought it was a fun time. So thank you again. And if you have seen multiple videos and you're not a subscriber, I request that you do it. Join us. That way you know when I do new content. Hopefully it also will get it out there to other people. Maybe the other people that haven't heard of this channel, they can start to enjoy the content as well. But again, thank you for your time, and I hope to see you in the next video.